Hi guys, this is skittflash here, and welcome back to Let's Play The World Ends With You. Now I'm actually I'm on Beats Week actually, day 6, because I know I'm all over the place. Sorry about that, but I'm actually wanting to hunting for stuff. A lot of the black noise on ultimate mode have a chance of dropping shadow matter. That one, wolves in particular have a 17% chance of dropping it, and when you chain at least 5 battles, multiply that by 5, so that's at least 100. You beat those wolves, Do I show myself beating those wolves? No, I don't. But you'll get shadow matter. Shadow matter is sort of useful. Yeah, right there, you see it. Again, black noise have a tendency to drop them in ultimate mode, but again, very high drop rate. With enough shadow matter, you can go here to Shibuku Heads and not go to this store like a dummy past me, and not this store either. I can just never get things right. Up here on the first floor, you can actually, for 10 shadow matter, buy dark matter. Dark matter you can use to buy a lot of neat stuff. It's very rare. So, you want to go to Shadow Matter. A good place to grind for Shadow Matter is actually the show boss fight, where you just infinitely spawn stuff. Something I also wanted to show, I know I'm all over the place, I can't even keep up with myself. This guy says if you buy something for him and you're maxed out, I'll introduce you to my grandson, Shuto. Like, when I was buying stuff, I was actually wondering, is he referring to Shuto Dawn? Like, Shooter from Tinpin? Here at Lapin Angelique, we can actually buy something that I want to get, Kaleidoscope. You can buy it for Orichalcum, Shadow Matter, and Tektite. Very rare items, but it's a very good pin. I just wanted it. It's Burst Rounds. So Burst Rounds is the same as 1 Grain Infinite Promise that we have. I'm kind of conflicted on whether or not to use it, because honestly, we have 2 Dragon Kotor pins, so if it's trending, then it's probably going to do more. But the thing about Kaleidoscope is it does pretty much just as much as 1 Grain Infinite Promise does, and it has 3 uses instead of 1. Not only that, it has 10 levels to level up, so the attack will become greater than 1 Grain Infinite Promise. So I'm going to replace it for now. I mean, I do like the trend boost, but screw that. And last but not least, if you've on that one day when you were playing tag with Uzuki, and you had to do Reaper Creeper, if you chose not to do Reaper Creeper and the boss gave him good advice, I know if you guys even remember that, this will be open on day 6 or 7. This is a very good pin. I don't know why the frick they're selling red skulls, and rhyme. They're selling live rhymes. How lovely is that? We want to buy him out, buy his friendship, Makoto Miki, of course, until he's gonna give us Absolute Shadow Ramen. This is a very good item. It's used, it costs dark matter, which is why it's really hard to get. You want to grind for shadow matter. But what it does is you digest it and increases your drop rate by 3, which is great because, increase mine by 3. We need a good drop rate, honestly. These after game pins that are super rare, the drop rate on these after game pins take a lot. Also, for going into the shop, we actually get an achievement. So, I'm sequence breaking. Sorry. Just remember that we did this part. But yes, as I was saying, it's really hard. You want a good drop rate, because I'm actually hunting for another pin. We're on another day right now. We're with good old Joshua. I should probably start digesting that stuff. Those are my stats, by the way, at the moment. I'll be doing some grinding later. Even though those stats are pretty good, I'll be doing even more grinding than that. So lower my drop rate as much as possible, because noise, we can go to the noise report. Where we're looking for his ultimate pin, it has a 6.75% chance of dropping. That's just as much as the frickin' Black Uranus. But 6.75 is pretty damn rare, so the way to get that is by you want to find a good vantage point where there's a lot of noise, and because we have that plus 16, as I was saying later, I mean chain 16, just chain as much battles as frickin' possible. So, times that 6.75 by 6, you get 36% chance, and they actually drop one. We got his pin, his ultimate drop pin, so just hunt till you find that. You've got it if they drop a red pin. And we actually dropped it a decent amount of times. But we get Drake. That's Drake and Josh? No, just Drake. I don't know why. No Josh pin, unfortunately. Well, there is Joshua, so Drake and Joshua. That works. I'll live with that. Drake is an upgraded version. Well, not upgraded per se. It's another version, a stronger version of Blue Blood Burns Blue. And because we don't have our Dragon Kotor deck anymore, we might as well replace that. It has it lasts a lot longer, and it still has 15 levels to get stronger than 1 Grain Infinite Promise, and it will. So I'm just replacing my deck with stronger pins. It helps when grinding, of course, because You don't want to be grinding inefficiently. I also incorporated that Black Uranus into my deck. As I was explaining before, Black Uranus is actually a part of this very, very, very strong pin deck. Here we are in day 5. You wanna give this guy the CD. I don't know what CD, but just give him a CD. But Black Uranus is part of this very strong pin set called the Blacklit Planets, which I'm actually aiming to get. So that was the first one. You can get it from battling, you know, Kitaniji. I think that's his name. On ultimate mode, and hopefully it'll drop it with a very rare chance of dropping it. I'll be showing you where all the locations are, and be using it, because if you have all of them equipped, they get monumentally stronger. So, you know, if you have all 6 together, it's just like the best deck in the game. Well, per se. So over here in Molko is our boss noise. Again, we'll be fighting all these guys. Oh, I hate these goddamn birds. These birds take frickin' forever to fight. It's kind of annoying. I will admit. But whatever. I mean, we can live with it. I don't know why I keep on showing these boss fights. I don't know. I feel like this is the biggest time consumer ever. Like, if we didn't show off these boss fights, this part would be going a lot faster, but then at the same time, there'd be a lot less going on. But whatever. So yeah, there's Black Uranus. It's Piercing Pillar. Again, 100% efficiency, so that's pretty good. It gets pretty strong. It has a very fast reboot rate. Out of all the Blacklit Planet sets, I want to say that, in my opinion, that's probably the best. Like, you can even use it standalone without the other sets, whereas the other ones are only average. This one works very well on its own, and I do want to master it, of course. So this guy, this bird thing, we fought it before, but you can only hit him like when he's available, and that's very rarely. One thing you can do, I mean, the chains are doing a ton of damage. One thing you can do is just focus on building up your fusion, and that way, like, you know, you can just knock him out in one hit. That's sort of one good way of going with things, because, you know, you can only attack him when he's on screen, and he's only on screen for like frickin' seconds, like a few seconds. So the next time he comes on screen, if you have a good puck pass, you know, having a good puck also helps. I don't know why that did so much damage, but it did. Like, I guess we got him in a good vantage point. Ah, sob. So again, you just want to build up your... Yeah, I don't know why that did so much damage, but end him before he gets a chance to escape. Again, I have no idea why, why this, watching me in post-com keeps on, like, crashing on itself. That's something good to know in the future. I mean, it's a good thing I'm not doing, like, a billion-part RPG LP of this in post-com. So, you know, just saying. Oh, he even got his ultimate pin, Brainy Cat. That's a part of a separate pin set that's really, really good. That involves increasing boot times and reload times. I'll be using that for the ultimate boss, actually. So that's kind of funny. So for the mission for day 5, I think we're in. I totally lost count. I didn't even know this cutscene was here, by the way. You wanna get Reaper Creeper imprinting from this guy over here. And you know, and just wait till he gives you the meme, because we all love memes now, don't we, guys? And imprint her with Reaper Creeper. The hint was white, 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 and that's exactly what we have to do. Yeah, sounds like fun, doesn't it? So, yes. Just keep on going to white all 3 times. This is what we actually did in the frickin' LP. It's not different. Too bad we couldn't get the box back then, but I'm sure whatever item they would have gave us would have been cheat for the time. Yay, white. And we went to white, and I went to white. Yes, exactly. The reason I slowed down the text over here was because I was reading it so fast. Like, because like, the chick's name is Mina, and the girl, like, he likes is Makoto. So when I read them really fast, I thought it said Minato, and I was like, whoa, are you serious? And I kind of had, like, this fangasm moment. But then I realized I read stuff wrong, and I'm just seeing things because I have this unhealthy obsession with Persona. But that's beyond the point. Me trying to delay for time, I guess. So you go all 3 times, and that, you know, this whole thing happens. Touching moment in fast forward, of course, because that's so lovely. If I haven't said before, once you complete the missions, you can just bail. You don't have to do the rest of the day, which is a godsend, by the way. So now that we did day 5, we can move on to day 6. We only have to do one thing. Totally gnarly. Okay, so that should be simple enough. Once you get the ability to imprint memes, and once you met up with Shuto, you have to do this to progress with the day, so it's inevitable to come up to this point. You have to go to this point, so you guys should all know where this is if you played the game. If you haven't, then that's well, I mean, you should still know. Instead of imprinting Unreal Bro, imprint Totally Gnarly, dude. Totally Gnarly. Cha! What? Huh? Bro, where's your solid slimer? Totally Gnarly. What? What happened to it? It's totally gnarly. Bro, no! You can't let your solid slimer get bent out of shape. It's part of your body, your soul. If you want to join my Slimer, you need to get your fix. Well, that was a failure, but we still get the box for, completing the mission. Oh, snap! And we get Solid Slimer. Isn't that the thing Shooter used to kick her ass in Tinpin? Don't remember. But anyways, that's day 6. If I think I can do this correctly, we'll probably be done with this easily less than 10 parts, if that. So sorry if that's dragging on, but I really do want to show this because the secret reports are really cool, even though something about them is peculiar. So on day 7, here we are. When do I decide to cut things? Oh, wait. So here we are. The hint was phone booth of love, which is pretty obvious. You guys should all know that's in Molko. First you gotta talk to him. You have to have a certain pin. Luckily, we already coincidentally have it. You won't need natural Nagmum, which you can level up through natural puppy something. I don't know. We did this a long time ago. I do remember this in specific though. It's sort of a nostalgia, not really nostalgia. It's sort of like, blast from the past doing this all again. Even though we're doing it like super fast and like cut up, but it's still, I still like have fond memories of this. This has been a fun LP. So you go to the Molko phone booth of love, obviously, and we get a Mr. Mew suit. Nice, I'd rep that. Probably have to have a high bravery though. So here on the station underpass, I should probably show off this as this because you can't even tell. Right before you fight Hagajizawa, this is where the location is. We have to fight Hagajizawa again. And something I noticed, this is when the frame rate of my video really got wacky. Because I even pause it because I kind of want to change it. I don't change anything, fun fact. Because it's not that it slows down. Well, it slows down, but it also gets unnecessarily high. It goes to like 40 frames per second. Just because. Don't know why, but it does. So, I think it has to do with me getting rated in Historia. And I guess I can vlog about vlogging, yay. I can talk about that just because the Higajizawa, rather, boss fight takes a bit of time. I recently got rating in Historia. I had to go through hell just to get it for no cache zoomer. To get it working on the emulator that I use. But now that I got it, it's actually a really fun game, I must admit, Atlas has yet to let me down, I can tell you that much. Because they also made Persona. Just throwing that out there. But I really like the game. It's like Chrono Trigger on freaking steroids. In terms of time traveling. Because the time traveling is way out there and complicated. And I really like the game. It's a cool RPG. I could recommend it if you ever get your hands on it. But that's just me trying to divert from the fact that this boss fight is taking an insanely long amount of time. The reason I don't grind with Shiki is because this is the hardest boss fight that Shiki will ever have to fight, because, again, you only fight bosses with, the partner that you, chronologically fought them with, and this is the last boss for Shiki. Oh, well, besides that, that one part of the, besides that one snake boss fight. But other than that, this is all she's gonna have to fight, so I really don't have to worry about Shiki. Unlike Joshua, who I plan on fighting the super boss with, or Beat, who I fight a lot of endgame bosses with. So, that is all my stuff. I think I'm gonna be stupid, and actually make this a super long part. No, never mind. That's me being stupid. In the next part, fun fact, I'm gonna be reading all the secret reports. Yeah, that's all I'm doing next part. Talk about exciting. So in the next part we'll be doing that, but until then, this has been skittflash. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Bye!